Hello, I'm Lauren De Silva. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today. Today happens to be a special day. It's the 1st of February, which marks the beginning of Imbolc, which stretches over today and tomorrow. And this is the festival of first stirrings. So it's one of the festivals on the wheel of the year. And it's sacred to the goddess Brigid. And I'll also be weaving a St. Brigid's cross later, which is something I do every year, and I've got instructions for that over on the blog on my website. So on to the reading. I will be doing more regular readings for you because I've been getting lots of guidance to do that. Now I will say to you, because I'm not literally having the conversation with you, if there's anything I say in the reading that does not resonate for you, then I want you to just leave it behind, because this is a collective reading. It's going to be a general reading. It's not going to apply to absolutely everybody, but I hope there will be something in this reading that you will actually find useful. Okay, so we'll put the camera down and we'll start having a look at the cards, shall we? To personalise this reading a little for yourself, I'd like you to look at the 3 crystals that I've chosen today. We have moonstone, rutilated quartz, and we have rose quartz. Now of those 3 crystals, I just want you intuitively to choose which one is attracting you most today. And that may be telling you you need that crystal energy in your life today. And if you've got it, you could go and get a piece, pause the video. But also it may be guiding you to the part of the reading that has the most relevance for you today. So we're going to begin with the card that's under the rutilated quartz. Now this is the card I chose for myself today. I have a tarot card each day for my own guidance, and I usually pick that in the morning. And it gives me an overview of the energy for the day. Now I picked the Wheel of Fortune from my tarot cards, and I decided to bring it into this reading for you as well. And the reason I did that is because we're actually on Imbolc, and Imbolc is one of the festivals on the wheel of the year, so it seemed particularly relevant that I should actually share this card with you today. So Imbolc is the first stirrings, the beginnings, the first fresh hints that spring is on its way. Now the Wheel of Fortune promises us that nothing is certain apart from change. You know, as we are here on earth, things will change. Now usually when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's a positive change, particularly when it's coming out upright like this. Obviously change can be either way, but generally it's a sign of good, healthy progress being made, and also sometimes that fortune is going to give you a blessing that you didn't expect, you didn't see coming. So as I say, that one was for me, but I think it was for all of us, not just for me, as I was intending to record this reading for you today. So we're going to move to my Sacred Circle Tarot and have a little shuffle and see what is relevant for you to hear today, what you need to hear. Okay, let's move these out of the way for a moment, and I'm going to cut this one. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have got 3 of Cups, resolution, which I would say is quite a generous card. So deciding, you've decided to do something, to get on with something. There may be other people involved in that venture, whatever it might be, but you can see there's plenty of flowers around these cups, so, and the cups are very golden, so it's a good thing. Whatever your resolution is, it feels like a good move according to the 3 of Cups. And then I want another 3 cards. Oh, interesting. So 8 of Swords, And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Oh, and the Lord. In this deck, the Lord is a major arcana card like the Emperor. So, Eight of Swords. It's saying, okay, look, what's held you back in the past? What is it you need to release from? You can see there's a standing stones here. This one in the centre has got a hole in it. And the idea is that you wriggle through that hole and you are released from something that's been holding you back. So what is it that you need to use this big sword at the top to clear out of your life so that you can move forward in that way that you've resolved, in the way that the Wheel of Fortune is prompting you to? What still holds you back? And only you can answer that. Have a think about it. You might want to journal that and just say, okay, I need to release something. It might be a minor something, it might be a major something. We've all got different life paths, but have a think. If it's holding your energy back, then it's stopping you getting on with something that is really looking pretty promising. So it's worth having a good think about. So you can see these swords are looking quite dull, like they've kind of been like that for a long time. So, you know, the feeling to me is whatever it is, it's been holding you back for quite a while. This isn't a temporary setback. This is something that's been in the background probably. You've probably been held back by, it might be lack of confidence in you. It could be some attitudes from friends or family that stop you living your best life. Whatever it might be, it's something that's almost become normal to you because it's been there for so long. So you're going to have to really do a bit of soul searching to work out what is that, and are you brave enough to move on beyond it. So then this is the Now card. That's kind of more past, but it's still relevant. It's still why you're at this point in time. Here we are with the Queen of Swords, and she's pretty clear in her mind about moving forward. She's a very spring-like image here. So we talked about the first stirrings of spring with Imbolc. She's in this fresh daffodil yellow robe. She's got lovely March hair at her feet, and we've got bluebells and other spring flowers around her. So she's a little bit further on perhaps than we are right today. But her energy's here now, and she's saying, okay, we've got bright ideas. Shall we make them happen? Let's get clear. That's what she's asking you to do. Get clear. What are those ideas? How can you move forward? She's very practical. She's very logical. Queen of Swords is all about the logic, the thought. So really sorting through and getting your mind clear. Maybe your mind has been clogged up with worries or doubts or whatever, maybe connected with this card. And you need to free yourself from those so you can let your imagination roam free. Now that's a really suitable word for today because Imbolc is dedicated to the goddess Brigid, and the goddess Brigid favours artists, musicians, writers and other creators. So it's quite a Queen of Swords type energy as far as this card goes. Not necessarily in other decks, but definitely on this one. So let your imagination be freed from doubts and worries and see where it wants to take you. Get clear. And then for our, just moving a little into the future card, and we've still got the hair look. We've got so we've got the March hare here. We've got a hare on this card as well. We've got a hare and a badger and a deer. A little bit further on in the year maybe, because we've also got honeysuckle and butterflies. But not necessarily. It could be right now. And this is the Lord, who is usually the Emperor in other decks. He's got antlers on his head in this deck. So Herne the Hunter, perhaps. And he's holding a lovely snake staff. Now we've just entered the year of the snake. The Chinese year of the snake started on the 29th of January with the new moon, and it's with us for the whole year. So a snake staff is particularly relevant, and you can see a beautiful point of light. It's probably the sun, but shining right at the top of the staff. So that's going to help direct your energy and ground your ideas into the earth. So she's full of ideas, she's full of imagination, but to make your imaginations real here on planet Earth, lots of people are full of imagination but never get anything done. They've just got lots of lovely ideas. You need to actually ground that energy down into the physical, and that's what this snake staff is doing. It's taking the light of spirit, the light of divine inspiration, and grounding it down to earth. It's being that conduit, and he's standing strong with that. He's got his feet well planted on planet Earth. And I would say this is about you standing in your strength and saying, yes, I'm moving forward with this, whatever this is that you're inspired to do. And to be quite brave, because whether you're looking at the Lord or the Emperor, this is a strong figure who's standing in his power. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female when you're looking at tarot cards. It applies to you. We've all got male and female energy within us. This is calling on the masculine, the divine masculine, really, to say, look, stand strong, stand in your power, stand up for what you believe is to be right. And you are allowed, really, by using the energy that comes through with Queen of Swords, you then convert that into action with the Lord and move forward. So that'll be very interesting to hear in the comments whether you've got something going on that you need these energies to support you with. So we're going to move on just with a bird card. I think these might be out of print now, but I happen to really like them, and they were calling to me today to use them, maybe because I've got nice birds on my altar cloth. Let's ask for a bird card for the collective for today on Imbolc. And this reading is not specific to Imbolc. I'm mentioning it because that is today, but it should carry the energy of the reading forward over the coming few weeks or even a few months. Let's see what we've got. We are having, oh how beautiful. Right, so we have got a bird that I absolutely adore, and this is the raven. So one of the first contacts that I made with spirit animals was with raven energy. Raven energy is linked to mystery and magic. There's great depth in it. You can see in the painting that Raven has got the veil of the universe actually in his beak, and he is drawing it aside, so almost like all the cosmos is just a painted fabric, and he is going to reveal what is behind the light, behind the impression that we have of what the world is and the universe is. So he's drawing that veil aside. Ravens speak to us of change and transmutation. This can sometimes mean a death, but as with the owl, the death does not necessarily mean a physical parting, but rather the end of one kind of life and the beginning of another. Ravens are not messengers of anything sinister. They are powerful transmitters of God's holy word. And this author does use the word God. You can replace God with the divine. You can replace God with goddess. Use the language that you're comfortable with in your mind. If you have drawn the Raven card now, God is transmitting a powerful message to you. The essence of the message is, Beloved, I greet you as my child. I want you to see me now. I therefore draw the veils aside so that you may break through the illusion of separation and may see my face. I am love. I am coming. If the raven has always been a powerful bird in your life, then perhaps you are also an instrument for God's word. Perhaps you are able to transmit this message of love to those whom God is calling. So a really beautiful, affirming reading. And I would just say to you and underline that although ravens have been seen as a bit of an omen, if they are showing death, generally we are talking about the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new one. And with the Wheel of Fortune, that is very much what this reading is looking like. We're closing out a cycle, we're beginning a new one, which also goes with the astrology at the moment and the idea of the year of the snake, because the snake will shed its skin to grow. So it leaves behind the old skin. It doesn't try to hold on to its old skin, and it emerges fresh and shiny and new. So I'm just going to leave you now with one of my own little cards. These are my Little Touchstone cards. They've all got a crystal, a picture, an affirmation, and the crystal name. No, I'm not going to leave you with one because two want to come out. Let's see what we've got. Aha, how lovely. Okay, these really do support the whole reading. Both green for growth. We've got emerald, alchemy, I seek the treasure within. So very, very in tune with this. We are on a path of spiritual growth. We are leaving behind that which held us back so we can be more true to ourselves, so we can express what we came here to express in the world. And the other one, which is beautiful to see and very nice with the Chinese New Year just started, is Jade and Fortune. I count my blessings. So you could use either or both of those stones if they attract you, or you could just use the affirmations. So we've got emerald, I seek the treasure within. That's personal alchemy, finding the gold in you, and you've got it. And Jade, Fortune, I count my blessings. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have, please do like the video. And if you'd like to see more of these kinds of readings and more of the other work I put out into the world, please do subscribe to my channel. Go and visit my website if you would like a healing, if you perhaps would like to work through whatever it is you've identified that's been holding you back, whether it's lack of confidence or fear of what other people will say or whatever. You know, get in touch with me. I work with my clients worldwide via Zoom, so it doesn't really matter where you are as long as you can work with UK timings. So I wish you beautiful blessings on Imbolc and in the weeks ahead whenever it is you come across this reading. I hope it's been helpful for you, and I hope you'll tune in again.